Hey Reddit, buckle up, because this is the tale of how a power-tripping HOA president broke into my house with a spare key and got the shock of her life when she found two police officers already inside. I, 31M, moved into my current house about 4 months ago. It's a nice little place in a gated suburban neighborhood. I knew there was an HOA, but it was marketed as low involvement. And I was told at closing that the HOA president, a woman named Karen, of course, liked to personally greet new homeowners. Whatever. Karen is exactly what you'd imagine: 60s, bob haircut, oversized sunglasses, and a permanent scowl like she's trying to smell trouble. From the day I moved in, she's been present. Uncomfortably so. First, it was the welcome pamphlet, which came with a list of rules longer than a CVS receipt. Then came the emails. How my trash cans were visible for more than 17 minutes after pickup, or how my mailbox needed to be a more community-consistent shade of beige. Annoying? Yes. Illegal? Not yet. But it escalated. One Saturday morning, I was out front organizing my garage when Karen strolled over with a clipboard. Karen? Hello. Just dropping off the emergency access key we keep on file. Me? On file where? Karen? Oh, we collect spare keys from all homeowners. You know, in case of emergencies. It's an HOA requirement. Me? That's going to be a no from me. She looked stunned, like I had just declared war on America. Karen? Well, the previous owner submitted theirs. I believe we still have it in the clubhouse. I told her point blank to destroy it. I hadn't changed the locks yet because I was still getting settled, but I planned to soon. And I made it very clear she wasn't allowed on my property without permission. Fast forward a week. I was hosting a friend who's a sheriff's deputy. He was staying with me for a few days while doing some off-duty training nearby. He parked his cruiser in my driveway, which apparently triggered Karen like a car alarm at 2 a.m. Around 10 a.m. on a Thursday, we're sitting in my living room, drinking coffee and going over some shooting range permits. Suddenly, the front door opens. I'm not joking. The front door opens. Karen walks in, wearing gloves, holding a clipboard and muttering something about unauthorized law enforcement vehicles. She stops cold when she sees two grown men, one of whom is in uniform, staring back at her. Me? Karen, what are you doing? Karen, I was conducting a wellness check. Deputy friend, ma'am, you just committed unlawful entry. Karen, I have the spare key. It's for emergencies. Friend stands up, badge visible, voice calm but sharp. This isn't your home. You're not law enforcement. You don't have consent. That's breaking and entering. Karen tried to blurt something about HOA rights and neighborhood watch policies, but my friend was already dialing dispatch. Within minutes, two on-duty officers arrived. One of them actually knew my friend. Karen's defense? She was concerned about a police car in a resident's driveway. Her logic? If a cop car was parked outside and no one answered the door, we hadn't heard her knock. If she even did, then clearly someone was in danger. And obviously the correct thing to do was to let herself in with a key she had no business having. The officers didn't buy it. She was charged with misdemeanor trespassing and unlawful entry. The HOA board quickly distanced themselves from her and claimed the key had never been formally authorized or documented. Turns out Karen had held on to it personally after the previous owner moved out. To avoid civil action, the HOA paid for a full rekeying of my house, and Karen was forced to resign as HOA president. I now have a ring system on every door and window, and I keep a very close eye on anyone who walks by holding a clipboard. Oh, and my buddy? He laughed about it for weeks. Still calls her Captain Clipboard.